Dorian.
Oh my God, it happened. I got cut at about 5:15, so it's like 5:30 now. It's peak heat. I literally have a bag of ice, like a 5-pound bag of ice. This is gonna be the difference between life and death. I like that effect, the ice in the sun. But yeah, I can just literally just do this. I can like dab my neck. Like that's literally making all the difference in the world right now. So I was like, I'm gonna go. Like I thought I was gonna get a Ziploc bag, but my boy Ben, he's like, here's a full-size food safe bag. And by the time he was done scooping ice for me, there was like 10 pounds of ice. I was like, even for the circumstances of the weather, I think that's a bit much. I lacked his ambition though. But yeah, just having this with me, man, I'm gonna be the envy of everybody at the Powell Max stop. In our present context, I feel like if I show up somewhere with this, I'm gonna be like that guy that has a bunch of food next to like a bunch of people that are starving, or that guy that's walking through a real rough part of town where everyone's broke and he's got money in his pocket. I might get shanked for this ice. Please, somebody give me ice. No, this is my ice. If somebody's desperate, obviously I'll crack this bag open, rip a little hole up high, and pour a little ice into their hands. But I'll be damned able to pry this whole bag from my dead hands. Oh God, is this gonna be hot? Yeah, oh my God in heaven. This is gonna be hot. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, that wasn't bad, but direct hand contact, that pole is ablaze. Glad to see this construction site is closed and quiet. Nobody needs to be working construction today. Really, nobody needs to be working oh my God. This trash smells so horrible. The heat is getting to the trash. In turn, it's getting to me. Oh man. One of the best spots to get is the ice on the neck. Does wonders. Look at me. Badass, walking like a king through this record heat. I talk tough because I'm in the shade right now. So, feels like it's about 102 right now. It's supposed to 112. Like, we're at peak. Uh-oh. Worried about hearing sirens for a multitude of reasons. Police sirens. That could be, anything. People fainting. Dropping dead in the streets because of this heat. And not taking precaution. Yeah, just okay. I gotta get this ponytail out of the way. You are ruining my neck exposure. Scooch over there. Oh man, that is a gentle breeze. That is Siberian. That is, oh man, send me to the Arctic. Jesus, take the wheel. I feel so good. Literally, that's just, it's making my whole body feel better just having ice straight up on the neck there. I don't know why, but the neck contains wonders. And what sucks is I don't know if I'm gonna make there in time for this max. It said there's 10 minutes. What I'm hoping is that the tracker doesn't compensate, even though it should, but in my particular circumstances, because I'm hoping that it doesn't compensate for when the max has to, because when it's heat like this, the maxes have to travel real slow. So I'm hoping that it's not compensating for that. So when they tell me it's gonna be here in 10 minutes, it's really like 15. That's what I'm hoping for. Otherwise, I'm literally gonna miss the max by like a minute. Okay, good. I don't see the max coming yet over the horizon. This is nice, but it's making my arm tired. Just strap this part around my neck and just have it hold there. All right, I'll give you a brief break. So anyway, yeah, because I feel like every time I've stepped outside today, which is a couple, I'm hearing sirens. Of course, concerned about fires. Not necessarily wildfires in this area, but just people allowing circumstances for weather like this to start a blaze. Okay. I'm just keeping a wild eye out for that max because I really don't want to miss it. Because, well, in particular with this kind of weather, you never know when something's gonna go astray at, along the max line. So if you miss one max, within minutes, something could go wrong. You'll find yourself not being able to catch a max, which on a day like today is not acceptable, young man. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. What? Somebody just like plowed into this. Dude. Son of a gun. Someone lost control of their car or just went into an all-out rage. That's a new one. You know, the heat gets to us in different ways. So, they said 10 minutes when I left, and now it's saying 14. I'm gonna check. I'm hoping there isn't some max drama that, of course, conveniently just suddenly started. This happened like a week and a half ago, where just out of nowhere, right when I left to go to the max, all of a sudden something went awry. But just to be safe, digging to the bottom of my bag, there's sunscreen down there. You are. Gotta protect yourself in this. The ice only does so much. Oh man, my neck is cold still. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna crouch down here in relatively close proximity to the needle cap right there. Oh, that feels good. That actually feels really good. It's like it's spreading. Well, something about when you get home and you take your socks off just makes you feel great. So I checked the TriMet stuff, and they're just saying, expect delays. The trains are running slower, but nothing saying. There was a delay with the yellow line earlier, but that doesn't affect this. So hopefully it's just the trains are running a little behind, because the last thing I want right now is to get stranded again. I think it's the last thing any of us need. And, if to be safe and to make sure people are still getting on their maxes, they gotta go slow, then they go slow. And we just deal. I came prepared. Oh my God, it's already so melted, but it's okay. I mostly just wanted this to get me to the max. Getting home won't be that big of an issue because I am mostly in the shade and I can cut through the apartment complex pretty quick. This is, I guess just, oh, let the heavens rain down. Yeah, the same shit's happening where they're telling us, oh, there's a max like 2 minutes away. It's like there's a max 2 minutes away, there's a max 4 minutes away. Now it's saying there's only one that's 2 minutes away. So it's this same dumb. Are they even on the tracker right now? Because it's like, if they are, it's like maxes are disappearing. Okay, so it's 5:58 now, and now instead of saying, oh, it's going to be here in 2 minutes, it's going to be here in 10 minutes, it's saying it's supposed to be here at 6:05. So I'm hoping that means that now that they're showing approximate times instead of an actual number in terms of minutes, that means they're adjusting it for traveling slow, which means hopefully something will freaking show up. What bothers me is there hasn't been a max going either direction, and that's super rare. Like when I was stranded here before, there was 3 maxes that went the other way. But I've been checking for updates, and apparently there's no issues. The maxes are just traveling slow, but as long as we're sitting here and waiting forever, I don't know what to believe. I don't trust TriMet. Thank you for providing me transportation, but I don't trust you. So just for a point of reference, this is about 5 good pounds of ice that I put in here. I left my workplace about 35 minutes ago. This is pretty much water with just a few little ice pieces hovering. According to the schedule, it's supposed to be pulling in now. Oh God. I mean, I've been here like almost 30 minutes. Like, I'm sorry, I know what the temperature's like, but there's no excuse for this. Friggin' TriMet's like, don't travel unless you have to. Well, I apologize that some of us have to go to work and don't have cars. Went on Facebook and alleviated some of my rage. Roasted TriMet a little bit because this is so unacceptable. I've been here, let's see, I left work about an hour ago, so I've been here 45 minutes and it's pure dripping water. And I'm fine, I'm in the shade. It's a much drier heat again than I think it was being projected. Excuse me. So I'm fine. I'm not even really suffering that much or anything. The shade, this tree has been a lifesaver. I was just sitting back there enjoying my last couple minutes of hell. Fucking woman like passes me by and she's talking, and I'm thinking she's like talking on her phone or like a Bluetooth or something, and then I realize she's just like yammering to herself. She's dressed kind of swanky, but she's just standing directly over my shoulder talking to herself. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting out of here. It shouldn't be too long, but I'm not dealing with crazy people today. Crosswind. It's 10 p.m. Well, a little after. It's still 91 degrees outside. I just spent a couple hours in the bedroom with my girlfriend, just watching stuff and just not functioning. So I got the bowl of ice, trying that again with the fan. And so I'm gonna live stream on Grand Theft Auto for a while. Probably about 90 degrees in here. But I've got a bowl of ice sitting in front of my fan. Not that that's doing much. And I'm gonna live stream for a while because there's literally nothing else to do. Like, it's too hot, too exhausting to do anything remotely productive. But it's just gotta get through tomorrow. That's all. Just gotta get through tomorrow. Just don't mind. Trying to keep my cushion from bumping up against the stick here. Yeah, it's just one day at a time. Sorry about the fan, but I mean, it's the moment the fan goes off, I'm dripping in sweat after like 10 seconds. Us Portlanders aren't used to this crap. So yeah, if you're watching somewhere else in America, internationally, you've probably heard about the unprecedented heat wave that's arrived. I'm doing a whole vlog video about it that'll be posted at sometime this week. Just chronic. I mean, I'm working most of the time. I got cut early today. I literally got cut from work at 5:15, like peak heat. 112 degrees, and the max train lines weren't running properly. Ended up just sitting there waiting for a train for almost an hour before I finally had to call someone to give me a ride. And screw TriMet, we're in little. All right, it was fun while it lasted. I need a big old cup of water. Oh my god, it's pitch black. Oh no, it's so freaking, like, it's hotter than hot in here. Oh my god, it's so hot. Oh god. Just let me feel the coldness. Yeah, it's honestly, this is psychotic how hot it is. Oh, I'm all zoomed in. Yeah, I'll let it run for a second. Oh boy, what's the temperature like right now? So it's apparently still 88 outside. It's probably about how warm it is in here. God, big ass lock is. It tries to bust my thumbnail off every time. Oh no, it's actively cooler outside, which is insane. Well, actually, that being said, I think it is a little bit cooler down here than it is from Portland. No more lights. Perfect. A recent purchase on my part. Survivors, this album from 87, 88. But for the time and place, very aptly named Too Hot to Sleep. I mean, I have to listen to that now. This pillow is hot as hell. Like, everything is hot as hell. Oh my god. There's not one thing I can touch that isn't just on fire. Except this bowl of ice over here, of course. This thing is nice and cool. Oh, just one more day. One more day. So it's like 1 a.m. I still stand by all of my critiques I made of TriMet earlier, but apparently it couldn't have been while I was there because I was checking their website, I was checking their alerts page on Twitter, all that. So obviously this happened after, so we were still left out there to roast without knowing, but I guess TriMet just ended up stopping running their max, and it's not running tomorrow either, which sucks because I work 2 to 11. I'm getting a ride to work, but now I'm gonna have to get a ride home. I'm not taking the 72 down sketchy ass 82nd that late at night. That just ain't happening. So I'm gonna have to figure out another way to get home tomorrow. That's kind of unprecedented in its own way. I don't think the weather has ever completely stopped our max lines for, I mean, it stopped them, at random moments, but them just saying, nah, we're not running these trains anymore until Tuesday when the temperatures drop back down to the 90s. So, yeah, that really sucks for people that have to get around tomorrow. But I mean, I guess I get it. I kind of, just in the back of my mind, was kind of thinking, it just felt kind of inevitable that something like this was going to happen with the Max. But I made it through what I did work on my work shift today without there being another power outage, so hopefully tomorrow we avoid another power outage because we're going to be substantially more short-staffed. But really, it's all, in so many ways, it's all about just getting through tomorrow. It's going to start cooling off later tomorrow night. 24 hours from now, it's going to be in the 70s. Whew, that'll be nice. I did actually put on that Survivor album. I mean, I've heard it before, but just not on vinyl because I just recently got it. Nothing like listening to an album called Too Hot to Sleep while you're literally lying down on a futon just roasting to death. Apropos, my fellow adventurers, I need to go to bed. Not because I need to wake up super early, I just need to go to bed. I'm dying. Oh my god. That sleep sucked. Just gotta get through today. Just gotta get through today. was the worst night's sleep ever. I literally was sweating all through the night. We discussed maybe just having me sleep out here and her sleep in there so that we wouldn't be together, and that probably would have been a good idea because I managed to sleep on this futon the last 2 nights and survive. Frick. This ice like popped. Is it all okay? Yeah, so pretty much I would sleep for a certain position for a while, wake up after 30 minutes, roll over so that my back that was covered with sweat could dry out. Then I'd roll back on my back and let my side that I was sleeping on dry out. It was just constant. I can just feel, I know this is kind of disgusting, but I'm bringing you my experience with no AC. That, yeah, I'm pretty sure those bed sheets are soaked in sweat, at least on my side. And I had this fan on me all night, and it was not enough. I wanted to sleep. I'm getting picked up around 12:30 to get taken to work, which was already in place, but I obviously also gotta still get a ride home because the Maxes aren't running today. Do you hear how hoarse my voice is? Probably because I was snoring in just brutally hot temperatures. Oh, that feels good. Sorry you're having to see so much of my body. It's like, what do you want right now? There, that ought to help the old throat. Maybe. So yeah, so it's like 10:40. I was hoping to sleep clear up till like 11:30 and just wake up, take a shower, throw my clothes on and leave because I don't want to be in here anymore. But again, temperature's going to dip. By the time I get off work tonight, it's supposed to be down to like 79, and the low is going to be down into the 60s, so I'll be able to come home and like throw the doors and windows open, and it will actually finally begin to cool off here. I'm not the only one that looks good playing GTA 5. What about my boy Grognak? A lot of you probably have no idea what this is. It's Call Me Kevin, and he's amazing, and I'm not even a person that watches like people that play game channels. 106 degrees outside. Feel the heat. That breeze is still hanging around, but it's so effing hot, like it's not doing us any good. Got me some odds and ends for later. I randomly got the Vibe to get some Ritz Bits with the peanut butter in them, which I know is a totally bizarre choice considering the weather. Who wants crackers and peanut butter in this immense heat? But for some reason, the last like day and a half, I've been wanting it. Oh my god! You'd think the wind is helping, and it's not. Thank goodness it's really slow. It is Monday, like it's still, the heat makes it feel like it's still the weekend, but it's technically a weekday now. It should slow down a little bit at the workplace. Just thank God, because I'm exhausted and I gotta put in another 9 hours today, and it's already like 105, 106, something like that. I got dropped off like an hour early, which is nice. I avoided the outdoors. And I am obliterating this box of Ritz right now. was gonna save these till I got home, but I'm like, I want to eat a little bit before work. Shake things up a little bit. Wish that GD wind helped. It's all right. Stay on the wall. How hot is this wall? Yeah, that's pretty flaming. There's a police like cruiser just parked over here. He probably thinks I'm up to no good. I work here, sir. I'm just out here in the heat because why not be stupid at a time like this? It's like 108, 109 out here. I got here early before work, so I'm just like looking around. What the hell was that? I don't know, but I've had my 2 minutes of fun. I'm going back inside. That's it, I give up, you win. I never thought I'd die so young. I also I'm like burning in my inner thigh so bad. It's 4:32 p.m. It's about 111 degrees. Oh man, then you step out and walk in it and you really feel it. Okay, I have a little bit of shade here where I can just sit and drink and then really appreciate the air conditioning once I go back inside. So yeah, my plan is once I get home, windows open all the way, back door open all the way, fans on, the whole situation, because I am tired of this. Do you hear me? Thing full of boxes? I am tired of this shit. These current conditions are still better than what I was sleeping in last night. Like, dead serious. I slept pretty much in my own sweat most of the night. There was no way to not sweat. The fans were on. It was doing practically nothing. Like, there was no real benefit to having the fans. I mean, if we would have turned them off, we would have been utterly miserable. So they were helping, but they weren't really doing much. And I would just literally sleep on my back till it got all sweaty and then roll on my side and literally let the fan that I had on the floor near me, I literally would just let that spray into the sweat on my back to cool me off. And then, you know, after being on my side, kind of roll back and let the sweat that had built up on my side cool me off. That was literally the only way to sleep. It was utterly miserable. I don't even know how I managed to get, I got about 6.5 hours, maybe 6 to 6.5 hours. And I honestly don't know how I slept that much because I was never, when you're on fire and you're sweating, nobody wants to sleep in those circumstances. Why did I do this to myself? Taking my first 15-minute break, I could have chilled, I could have sat, I could have basked. And instead I chose to be out here. Oh my God. It's all right, the AC is just a few steps away. Check back with you later. God, this is crazy. So like, I pull this out of the fridge. It's freezing cold. I drink it. I'm outside about 12 minutes. By the time I'm done coming back into the building, this is so hot, it's almost burning my flesh. It got so hot that once we came into the AC, it like had to cool, and now the can's almost like room temperature now. It shifted that quickly. Come on, just give me some. Salad. I'm getting really sick of eating salads, but health. So it's 6:35, and I noticed the temperature's just now starting to drop. It dropped like a degree from like a half hour ago. So thank God, it looks like we're at the beginning, the very tipping beginning of it nosediving. Oh my God. It's like you crack the door open, it's fine, but you're outside for a few seconds and you feel Oh my God, it's so freaking hot. It's like, it feels like it's like 10 degrees hotter to me now. But I'm trying to get the full feel. I'm doing a nice little lap around the parking lot. I bet you people watching this, you're like, Steve, what are you doing? You're killing yourself. Stop. Please, Steve. Don't. You're killing the amateur historian. I'm actually okay. It's hot, but I have a bizarre tolerance towards hot. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, I don't love it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's hot as hell, but it's like tolerable. I think I'm getting a canker sore. My life is a lie. Oh God, I just got one last wild hair. So there's this little cove here. It's the backdoor emergency exit from Theater 16, because 16's insulated between like 15 and hallways. So there's this back, and oh my God, it's actually cool back here, because this area retains heat so much. It's actually like probably about 10-15 degrees cooler back here. That's rare. Usually if it's hot, it's substantially hotter back there. This is toxic. Well, this'll do just fine. Be cool. There's another firework. Jackasses. Don't need to be shooting off fireworks right now. But, yeah. The digression has finally begun. This is astonishing. The gentle breeze is hitting me, coming from the south. And it feels good. It actually feels good. For the first time in like 3 or 4 days. Who would have thought I'd be happy for it to be 90 degrees out? In Portland, that's not comforting to a lot of Portlanders. But we've had a very strong exception to the norm this weekend. I'll pick it up.
I need to head back downtown too. I was coming to see my old high school.
Oh yeah.
That's John Marshall High School.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated from it in 1992. See those back stairs?
Yeah.
We used to hold the doors open. And I skateboarded for 16 years. We'd hold that breezeway door and that back staircase.
Yeah.
It's the biggest staircase I've ever ollied off of. It's 11 stairs. I have 180 ollied front side.
Awesome. Dude, I didn't ask you a frickin' life story. Graduated in 92, so he was born in 74. That means he's like 46. He looks pretty good for 46, I guess. That feels good. Yeah, it was hot coming in here. Oh man, it's already feeling substantially better just with this. Sucking that 75-degree air in from out there. Progressively getting cooler. It's still gonna be fairly hot in here, but it's supposed to dip down to like 64 tonight, so leaving this stuff like this for a long time, we might make it out. Of course, it's still going to be like 97 tomorrow, so the objective is to get it to where it's like, I can tell it's hotter in the kitchen area because we're further away from that. It's really warm here, and then you get to like here and it completely changes. Like there's like a 5-degree change from like here to here. So yeah, the objective is to get it nice and cool in here so that when the 97-degree day shows up, that ain't as horrible. We won't roast to death in here. It'll be tolerable. Oh man, it's so much better. Like the air actually feels cool coming from that fan. And I can actually like sleep. I'm sleeping out here while my girlfriend sleeps in the bedroom. She was originally gonna stay at her parents' place, but apparently their power went out. So she just came home with me, and it was sweltering when we got in here, but throwing the doors open, it's cooled off a lot in here. The bedroom's taking a little bit longer because we only have a window, not a whole door. So we decided to have me sleep out here while she sleeps in there, because last night we really didn't do each other a lot of favors by adding each other's body heat to the bed. So I figure one in there is warm enough, so I'm just gonna sleep out here. And it's supposed to be 97 tomorrow, but the historic heat wave has come and finally gone.